What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And in today's video, we're going to be going through the brand new Neo Raid Luffy. Nightmare Luffy has arrived on as a global first Neo Raid, mind you. And in this video today, we're going to go through three different teams that I have for you guys today that all work reasonably well. One of the teams is a little bit iffy, but the other two are super duper good. But anyways, before we get into breaking down the dungeon itself, I want to go ahead and talk about the actual unit, Nightmare Luffy. Now, they have actually changed him up significantly from his original form. He is so much better than his original form. So this guy right here, you can see his max stats, unfortunately does not have a limit break, but his statistics are still pretty good. 3,300 HP, nearly 1,600 attack. He has negative recovery, but that really isn't a big deal considering what kind of teams you would normally put him on. His captain ability will go ahead and reduce special charge time by 1 turn at the start of the quest, and then boost powerhouse character's attack by 3.5 times, and then every single turn you will get a slight attack and HP reduction. I believe it is 0.1 of your multiplier is reduced. So turn 1 you're 3.5, next turn you'll be 3.4 times, then 3.3 times, etc, etc, etc. And I believe you lose like 5 or 10% of your health every single turn when you have him as a captain. Nowadays it's not really a great captain. When the original Nightmare Luffy first came out, you could actually run him on certain fortnights because you could just beat them like pretty quickly. But the good thing about this guy is that compared to his original form, he actually reduces special charge time by 1 turn. The original Nightmare Luffy didn't actually do that. So that's a slight buff with his captain ability, but even still, you're not really going to be using him as a captain. His special ability though is where the big change comes in. So it does heavy random quick damage to random enemies 17 times. This is a huge upgrade. He's likely going to be doing more damage. I don't know the exact amount of damage that he can possibly do, but I would assume that it's going to be pretty substantial. And the fact that it does 17 times is so good, especially if you are up against an enemy that has a combo hit barrier. You can use this special ability to immediately reduce 17 hits of the combo barrier. This is going to break down nearly every single combo barrier in the game, which is going to help out so much. He also reduces all enemies' damage threshold by 3 turns. Another really nice piece of utility right here. And on top of that, to finish off his special ability, gives powerhouse characters a 1.75 times attack boost for a single turn. So all in all, I am a massive fan of this character. I think they've done a fantastic job with upgrading the original Raid Luffy. Would have been nice to have him have a limit break so you could get some potential abilities like whether it be recovery bind or critical hit or just some other abilities would have been nice. And even just a sailor ability would have been really nice as well. But unfortunately, that is not the case. Either way, I do highly suggest you guys to farm this up because he will be a trusty character in the next month's treasure map. And I think that having this guy available to you in your arsenal to build teams with is going to be very useful. So that just about does it for the opening of this video, guys. Let's go ahead now and start breaking down the brand new Neo Raid Luffy. So now we can get to talking about the actual dungeon of the 50 stamina Neo Clash Nightmare Luffy. It's actually kind of annoying though, because when they fully announced Nightmare Luffy that was coming out and we saw the banner, it gave us a fair idea as to what to expect in this dungeon, but it literally did not tell us a single thing about stage 4 of this dungeon, which is where a lot of people might struggle. So what happens is that Luffy, he has 1.2 million health, he's surrounded by some mob characters, they have 10 turns of defense up, and they also go ahead and special bind your crew for 2 turns, and you get 4 turns of bind on both of your captains. So you need to have a character that can remove the bind and the special bind, and you can actually get around the defense naturally. The defense that they apply isn't that high, but it's just enough where it's like kind of annoying, but it's not really a big issue that blue defense shield is actually there. One thing to note though is that if you do not kill the mob that is on the right hand side after turn 1, he's going to apply 9 turns of % damage reduction. So with defense up and % damage reduction, that is going to be annoying to get through. Also, at the end of the first turn, if Luffy is not killed, he'll actually go ahead and give you a full board of block orbs, which again is going to be quite annoying to get around. So now talking about the final stage of Nightmare Luffy on stage 5, he has give or take 3 million HP. It's a little bit hard to determine how much he has right now, but I believe it's about 3 million health, so it's really not that much. But he has 99 turns of delay immunity. He has an attack up on his side of the field for 9 turns. For the first turn, you can only use 3 specials per turn, and it gives you a full board of block orbs. And when you end up killing Nightmare Luffy, he fully recovers, gives you a full board of badly matching orbs, and changes his typing into int, so he does change color. Now, even if you do kill him on turn 1, or even if you just wait 1 turn, he'll still activate all of the effects you can see on screen there. So after the first turn, he's going to boost your attack, boost your orbs, boost your color affinity, lock your chain at 1.1, and then limit your specials to 2 per turn after that first turn of attacks. So what you want to be doing is activating a special on turn 1 that has multiple different boosts. So multiple turns of orb boost, multiple turns of attack, so that when he gives you those buffs on turn 1, you don't get given really small buffs by Nightmare Luffy, because they are very, very minor buffs, and it means that you can't apply your own ones. So either having ways to remove beneficial effects, or having ways to have specials that are boosting for multiple turns is going to be your best bet against this Nightmare Luffy. So you guys just saw the team that I had with Katakuri, which utilized the Sengoku special for 3 turns of orb boost, and then with other special abilities around, it was easy to take down the Nightmare Luffy raid. Now moving on right now, this is another team that I would highly suggest, which is a Gear 4 team, which utilizes predominantly Free Spirit characters, but the key unit here is actually the World Clash Ace, or the Ace that we got given as a reward for the World Clash, and as well as that Sabo as well. They work very well together, because with both of those special abilities, you're able to get the full board of matching orbs, the 2 turns of 1.75 attack and 1.75 orbs, and with the other character with Shanks on the crew, you're able to shuffle your orbs around when they get given badly matching on the next turn. And just with these characters, you're able to clear it very, very easily. You could honestly clear it with a friend Luffy or a Kung Fu Luffy friend captain and your own World Clash Ace as a captain, and run a predominantly free to play team, and that is actually able to clear it reasonably well. There are actually lots of different teams that can clear this. I've seen 6+ and regular 6-star Judge both clear it. I've seen Shiki clear it. I've seen Kung Fu Luffy captains clear it. There are lots of different teams available here that are able to clear it. Obviously, I'm only just showing 3 different teams in this video that I personally found, and all of them were reasonably good. I would highly suggest, if you have the Gear 4 Luffy lying around or Katakuri lying around, to run the teams you guys see in this video. They were just so easy, and they didn't really take that long to clear either. Like, they were like 2 to 3 minute clears, which is pretty reasonable for a Neo raid. As for the final team, it's going to be a version 2 Doflamingo team, which is able to clear it, but it's definitely the weakest, in my personal opinion, to the other 2 teams you guys saw in this video today. Now, it is able to clear it, but the main problem is on stage 4. With all of those different debuffs that you get given with the bind, the special bind, it's just really annoying for Dofa to get around it, as well as the fact that Doflamingo's special ability literally does nothing in this raid, because his special ability really doesn't damage the Neo Luffy on any of the stages, on stage 4 or stage 5, just because of the fact that they have barriers, and, you know, Doflamingo special is unable to go through barriers. There are other teams that I have seen where they use like a V2 Dofi sub with a V1 Law sub, and you're able to use both of those special abilities to use the Doflamingo special through the barrier, which is kind of a good idea. So if you're able to build that, that is actually a pretty solid idea as well. But just mono Doflamingo, I would highly steer clear of this one, but I just wanted to show you guys that it was able to clear it as well. Treasure Map Cavendish is just super key after the revive, because he gives you the full board of matching orbs, and he gives you all those different buffs after the first turn, and with Cavendish, you're able to just remove those buffs and give yourself a really strong attack and orb boost, and he changes badly matching orbs into matching. So Treasure Map Cavendish is like a perfect unit for after the revive against the Neo Nightmare Luffy, which is why I wanted to aim to use a driven team just to see how well it could do. I mean, this team could probably be upgraded in certain aspects. I mean, the only good character I could see that could kind of work against stage 4, the Nightmare Luffy, was this Colosseum Gladius to remove the bind on the captains, as well as providing some sort of minor boost. But I suppose if I had some more matching orbs, you know, moving into stage 4, this team would work a little bit better. But anyways, I'm going to leave you guys with this, and I thank you so much for watching this video today. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to go ahead and leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all of the content I post on my channel, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below, and also hit the bell notification so you can be notified whenever I upload a brand new YouTube video on the YouTube channel. But without further ado, guys, I will see you guys within the next video.